Hey fans, welcome into Devils Insider here on thealbanydevils.com. Josh Eller, glad to have you here with me, and joining me as always is the head coach of the Albany Devils, Rick Kowalsky. Rick, before we get into tomorrow's game against Binghamton, let's talk about this past weekend's game. You had a Binghamton game on Friday, but let's talk more about Saturday's game against Hamilton, a team you've never seen before. It certainly has to be a little interesting preparing for a team, and obviously early in the season you don't know everything about it, but I think there's only one player on that team we've ever seen before.
Yeah, it was a little different, but I think the fact that we faced them early was a good thing because you're still, we're still trying to establish our game consistently, I guess, as a team. So we focus more on us. Obviously, as coaches, you pre-scout. With the exception of Brian Wilsey, Fitzgerald, Henry, some of the older guys I knew, but it was one of those teams where. With the exception of those guys, I didn't really have a history on too many players. So from a scouting standpoint, pre-scouting standpoint for coaches, you can't really, talk about tendencies of players. Binghamton, you have a lock. You know what O'Brien's like. Because you see these guys and you have a bit of a book on them. So I think that was the toughest thing. But in a way, it might have helped us because we just went out and played our game and obviously played a heck of a game and came up with a big win.
The one thing that stood out, at least for me, with that entire game was it appeared from minute 1 to minute 60 that you outworked that Hamilton team on the boards, in the open ice, basically all three zones. It just seemed that there was more drive in that Devils team.
Yeah, and again, I think it was a little bit of a carryover from the night before in Binghamton through 2 periods. I thought, you take the 3 periods against Hamilton and the first 2 against Binghamton, and that's probably arguably the 5 best periods of hockey we've played all year. Now, with that said, I didn't think we were bad in the third against Binghamton, but I thought we kind of stopped skating. We let them dictate the play. We talk about that all the time, getting momentum back and dictating the play. And I thought against Hamilton, like you said, Josh, for 3 periods, we got the puck up, got it deep, and really got in on the forecheck and really didn't give them any chance to establish anything offensively. They score a goal late and get a little bit of momentum, but we also didn't give up many quality chances. So, for sure, I think from top to bottom, our best 60 minutes of the year.
Head coach Rick Kowalsky here on Devils Insider, where you can get all your information at thealbanydevils.com. You can follow us on Twitter. You can catch us on Facebook as well. It's Facebook/Albany Devils. See you next time.